Hey folks, it's Robert Ian, and this is our second episode in our Concealed Carry Things I Wish I Knew, FAQ, getting started. I'm throwing all that in together because there's a lot of information, and to break it up into 3 different episodes or 3 different series would be cumbersome, and I think that it would be better to include all the information together because it overlaps so much. So, a couple things. Further, comfort for carrying your gun. We addressed that a little bit in the first episode. A proper holster, key. A proper gun belt, key. If you're like me, there is another thing that you don't think about often, and forgive me, this is a little graphic. A t-shirt. A t-shirt underneath your concealment garment. Why the hell would you need a t-shirt? Well, if you're like me, and your body is not straight up and down, but more of a pear type shape, you run into this thing where this is the holster of your gun, and I'd like you to listen. That is rubbing up against your skin all damn day. It's uncomfortable at first. It's downright painful after 12 hours. How do you mitigate that? You wear a t-shirt. You wear a long t-shirt. Make sure it's an undershirt. Make sure it is a shirt that is designed to be worn under something else. Make sure it's an undershirt. Make sure it's a light workout shirt, something along those lines. Make sure you have one of those. Tuck it in. Don't leave it loose. Tuck it in. Make sure it's underneath your pants. Put on your pants, put on your cover garment, concealment garment, and you're good to go. That is, hands down, one of the best decisions I ever made. It made vast improvements in the comfort and the concealability, honestly, because I wasn't sitting there rubbing and poking at the gun, and I'm just like, it itches, it's uncomfortable. Put on a t-shirt. Trust me, you will thank me. Another thing that a lot of people don't think about is putting on your holster, putting on your belt, and those other things. So there are some people who are designed, their body works, that they can just unsnap even an inside the waistband holster like this with the soft belt loops. They can take it on and off while keeping their pants on and off. They have no problems with that. I'm not one of those people. My manual dexterity is not so great. I'm a chunky fuck. It just doesn't work for me. So, pro tip. When you get up in the morning, if you're going to wear the same pants, no big deal. But when you get up in the morning, take your pants, take your belt. All right? Run your belt through your pants before you put on your pants. Yes, it seems a little weird. Your wife, your boyfriend, your significant other, it might give you funny looks. But this will save you time. It'll save you energy. It'll become a lot less frustrating. Makes your life better. So, you slide your belt through your belt loops. Boom. Okay. Now, you've got your pants with your belt. Take your firearm out of your holster. Make sure your firearm is safe. Lay it down on your nightstand, your dresser, your table, whatever, so that you can get to it in a second. Now, you mount your holster on your belt. Easy peasy. Just like that, you're good to go. This is, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know Blade Tech, one of my favorite brands of holsters. And this, I find this holster works great. I also like to cinch it between 2 belt loops like that. It helps prevent too much sliding. There's only so far that the holster can slide on your belt with this belt loop in between the 2 belt hooks or soft loops on your holster. And then you put on your pants, you put your stuff in your pocket, take your firearm, load your firearm, put it around in the chamber. And this is critically important. When you are putting your firearm in your holster, you can't leave your finger index on the slide because it's just going to bounce into it. Lift your finger off, slide it in, you're good to go. Perfect. Nice and easy. Now, if you are like me, you're heat sensitive. I get hot really easily, so oftentimes when I am at home, I just run around in my pants and my undershirt without my actual shirt on. You guys are lucky I always put on a shirt for my videos with you. But here's something else to keep in mind. I'm going to pan around and show you something right quick. It will fuck up your furniture. So, when we moved into this house, we got a brand new dining set. Turn, 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 turn. There is the chair that I always sit at. And as you can see, it's been messed up a bit. It's all scratched right there on the right side where I always carry. My wife isn't too happy about that, but it is what it is. So, be aware that carrying a gun can wreak havoc on your furniture. It's something you need to be aware of, something you need to think about. When you're wearing a gun, you've got extra space on your body. Things will be bumped into. We'll demonstrate that over here in just a second. So, stand by, and in a second, we'll demonstrate that. Okay, folks, we're back. So this is the setup I have at the front of my house. We have this gate here. It's not mounted or anything, but this gate is to keep the dogs out the front door when the door rings, or when they go running up to it and they're all up in the way. So this is a gate. It's sized for a relatively normal person. You lift it up, pull it out of the way, and you step through. So here's the problem. I am not a relatively normal sized person. I'm a big fatty. So as I step through, I have to turn, and boom, I hit it. I also hit it with my gun. Listen. Not so great. You need to be aware of that. You are wider now while you're carrying your gun. Spaces that you could previously navigate with ease, you're going to bump into things. Your gun is going to make this sound. A lot. And that's unfortunate. It can also be something that is to your detriment. If you're walking around and you are trying to be truly stealthy, if you're trying to remain completely concealed and no one knows you carry a firearm, bouncing into something and someone hearing this noise, they're like, what the hell's that? So you need to be more aware when you're going through doorways. You also need to be aware that it can affect other things. We'll show you my new car, which doesn't really have this problem yet. I've been a lot more conscious of this. But on my old car, we'll show you here in just a second. So, on my old car, right here, right along the door frame of the driver's side, because I drive my car, you would find nicks and cuts. And you can see one right there. Just getting in and out of the car, you tend to nick this edge right here. It's really unfortunate, really obnoxious. Being skinnier is a mitigating factor. Being more aware when you get in your car is a mitigating factor. Something else you have to think about is you can see it right here. This is a new car. I got it in February. It's July right now. This spot, which is my right side when I sit down, has been rubbed by my gun. And it will, if you spend a lot of time driving, it'll have an adverse effect on your seats. So that concludes this particular video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. If you are curious about things you can do to improve your carry experience, please let me know in the comments. And as always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.